Chicken Town tonight. Well, it's better time in Chicken Town tonight. Well, the rooster bought a pine with a silver dollar. The box is silver and the next holler. It's better time in Chicken Town tonight. Well, it's better time in Chicken Town tonight. Well, it's better time.
Hey everybody, thanks for coming out and hanging out again. Thought I'd do a quick little video on one of these things. CPP PV2 proportioning valve. Turns out a lot of them like to leak right here. This little rubber plug pushing button thingy. If you guys want to stick around just for a little bit, hang out for a minute or two, I'm going to show you how to fix this stupid thing. Alright, let's see what we got here. You know, proportioning valve. There's a hole out here. There's a couple holes out here. There's one out here. So usually what happens is you have front and rears coming from the master cylinder, usually from this end. Now usually, and I'm going to guess, we're not here for all this. This could be the rear. This could be the front. This could be the rear. And this could be the front. I don't know, it's not important. That's not what we're here for today. So what happens is two lines going in, two lines going out. If you have a brake fluid failure and a pressure differential, there's a valve that'll move and it'll shut off, theoretically, the one that has less pressure. So in the midst of that, they have this little button. The reason this little button is here, which by the way, all this switch does is has a slot inside that shaft that goes back and forth in case something happens, and it grounds this little probe here, which in turn turns a brake light on your dash. Okay, what'll happen is, depending on which side, this whole shuttle valve, that we're going to call it, gets stuck in that position. It usually won't get stuck in this position because there's pressure on this side, if that makes any sense. It doesn't need to. Anyhow, turns out that these aftermarket, made in China, it says it on the box, are really pretty popular for all kinds of you know, dual cylinder power brake master cylinder conversion kits. It's just very similar to GM. Ford and Dodge use a very similar thing with the same idea. So what we're going to do first, just pull that rubber plug off and you'll see that little button right there. It tends to, on a lot of these, 17,000 of you looked at this video to see how I fixed it. I'll put the old video in the description, but since I wasn't as detailed as I think I should have been, we're going to redo this, right? So I've already broken this loose. It's really not very tight. So let me unscrew it. Now I don't know that this one will have the same issue. This is a brand new one. It's exactly the same one that's on my Cadillac currently, and I had this same problem. So you see, all this is a plug with a hole in it. I see a piece of white something, which now is different. 6 years ago they were black. This one's white. We're going to see hopefully what, you know, would cause the leak in my case and your case. You could have bought one of these setups and had it in storage for the last 5 years and you're just now pulling it out. They might have repaired these. They might have fixed this problem, and that's okay. If this one is all good to go, we'll all know, and I'll explain to you. I can still give you a visual if that makes any sense. So let me see if I can get that piece of plastic out. There it is. right? If we can get something to focus. Okay, let's set that right here. Well, I don't know. If you look inside there, let me get a little bit of light. That's the rubber seal that keeps fluid from going out that little hole that that little probe sticks out of, right? And it looks fair. We might pull it out for a heck's sake, but I'm going to show you. What I found on the other one, which I found on a few other ones, because I bought a couple of these. I bought a couple of these and they all leaked. Frustrated, I took it apart, as you see now. This little plastic thing, all it does is keep pressure on that rubber seal. That rubber seal underneath it in this body has a like an angled hole, chamfered hole, that seals it. This seals it up against it, keeps fluid from coming out. When it leaks, it just drips. It just drips. It doesn't, you hit the brakes, brakes fill fine, eventually you'll run out of brake fluid. But what causes this to deform and not seal against the body of this proportioning valve was this little plastic thing. It's got an angle on it, just like the angle in the body of that proportioning valve, and it squeezes that rubber seal between the two, seals it up. Now they've updated these and they fixed it. See, there's a little something right there. See that little bit of plastic? Mine had a little ridge of plastic stuck around it, and I just took my fingernail, scraped it off, cleaned it off, and I believe I took a little bit of really fine sandpaper, went around it, and fixed the problem. That's all. That's all that make these leak. These, that's all, that's the only reason they leak. That little molded piece of flashing that shouldn't be on there, it was made in China, and I'm not going to say anything, but maybe they're 12-year-olds. I don't know. I don't go to China. They don't know to little scrape that, clean that off, and then assemble this thing. But let me go ahead and pop this rubber seal out. And of course, it goes long enough, your rubber seal is going to get tore up, and no matter what you do. Wow, there you go. Look at that. There's the rubber seal. So that rubber seal on the bottom of that thread, there's a little land in there, and that's what seals it. That funky piece will deform this seal right here. And if you look, again, if I can get it to focus, hello, alright, there's little edges on there. So anything in that seal that keeps it from sealing against that land will make it leak. That's all there is to it. They are kind of cheaply made. They work. Let's see if I can just take that little extra rubber off with my fingers. Get the extra little flashing crap off. This one probably would have been okay, but in very likelihood it would have leaked. And if you can see the light, see that right there? That little piece of something. That's why these things leak. So it seems like they've fixed this problem and it seems a little rough. There's little spots in there. So I would actually sand that angle right there all the way around lightly to get any kind of outies. Any kind of outies would make it not work. And then massage this seal a little bit. And then you're done. It'll fix your problem. Alright, so now we know the whole story. It's not real technical, it's pretty simple. Take that thing out, find out the dysfunction in your junction, and fix it. You know, a lot of us guys have ended up with this. It works, does a great job. Once I figure out the problem, my Cadillac, it's been 6 years, not a single leak, not a failure, nothing. It's fine, you know. You want to go to Wildwood or whatever they're called and buy that, buy it, you know. So they've improved it. There might be another issue or two though, as I showed you. So hopefully anybody has any questions, look, you can email, comment. I'll answer best I can. But hopefully this clears things up between you and me. Thanks for hanging out again. We'll see you next time. We're going to do this MGA transmission disassembly and reassembly next. So stay tuned. Thanks for checking me out and hanging out. I'm glad this is over with. I feel like dancing. Jeez.